Yeah. What's up with it, folks? Welcome back to another episode of We on the Porch. You know what I'm talking about? We out here just doing it. Back for Ep.4, man. We trying to keep it live and fresh for you every week. This week's topic, we're gonna be talking about American serial killers, baby. You've been waiting for it all week long. We got a couple of ours that are closer to home and in our area, and then we have a couple that are a little further from home that we're gonna get into. You know what I'm talking about? But I really want to I really want to touch down on the Zodiac for a minute while we're playing around in here, right? Because there's no real information on, whether or not they got the identity of the right person. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So at this point, there's a lot of theories on a lot of things out there that still haven't been solved. We may touch in on some of those, but we're definitely going to talk to you about some of the more well-known, couple of the less well-known, and we're just going to get it popping for you, baby. 4 hours. 4 hours always. You know how we do. Ep.4, we're going to be 4 hours deep. So that being said, man, I just want to thank everybody for coming in. A lot of you tune in during the week and catch our little previews and what we're going to do and what we're going to discuss, man. Some of you give feedback. We really appreciate it. If you're in here, man, just share it with somebody. Have somebody else hop in. Have somebody else jump in the stream and chat it up with us. But without further ado, man, I want to go ahead and introduce Magnum over here, right? We're going to throw Magnum up real quick. My co-host, the one, the only. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Mike D over here, my loved one, my kinfolk, my cousin, my co-host, my brother, my mother, my motherfucking lover. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? That's my boy Mike D right there. So, and as always, I'm your boy Big Dub, man. We up in here getting it. And today, right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull back for a half a second, and I'm gonna let Mike jump in and take over and pull off on some topics at first, because we're gonna switch it tonight. What's up with you, dog?
What's good with you, man?
We just
We
out here chilling on the porch, bruh. Got the burgundy episode. We up in
oh,
here,
you
bruh.
know, we on the porch. Yeah, I know, man. I'm sitting here excited to do this episode. I don't know about any of y'all out there, man, but I I've always been interested and kind of fascinated with serial killers. Different serial killers in our areas. The mind of a serial killer, what makes it become a serial killer. You know, these are all things that I'm sure fascinated a lot of us. One of them I'd like to talk about today is Robert Yates. Robert Yates is a serial killer out of Spokane, Washington. Now, these murders in Spokane took place in the 90s, but he's linked to murders that started happening back in the 70s when he used to be an Air Force pilot. Now, he's killed, God, 16 plus, if not more, people just in the Spokane area. It started back in the 90s. He was known to drive around in a white Corvette, and he would go and he would frequent the strip out here in Spokane, Washington, picking up prostitutes. And he would go and he would take them out to secluded areas. He would have his way, and he would shoot them either with a 25 or a 22. In order to keep the blood evidence, he would place a plastic bag over their head, and then he would sit there and dump them at different places all along the river in different secluded areas. Now, this happened for quite many years throughout the 90s here in Spokane, Washington, and throughout other areas. But it wasn't until sometime in the 2000s when they actually were able to find evidence that was linking him. And it all came back to that white Corvette. They found blood from one of his victims that lived. The one person that lived. And they found it on the strap. Now, this car had already been sold and had new owners, but they ended up tracking it down, and that's how they ended up finding him. That's how they were able to arrest him. Now, one of his first, and the most important one, I think it was the one that was closest to home to him. One of his first prostitutes that he killed was a prostitute that he was in love with. Now, he buried this prostitute outside of his bedroom window in his garden.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
they for years, it wasn't until years later they were actually able to find it and add it to the list. But 16 that he's been convicted of for sure. Now, there are many others that span back many years prior, and probably others that we don't even know about. But he was a pretty prolific serial killer. I mean, I remember when I moved here in the early 2000s, people were still talking about him. Like it was still big news. Prostitutes were still afraid, you know? Now, there's been a lot of people here in Spokane, Washington that have targeted prostitutes. A lot of them. Some of them have been former police officers. Um, some of them um, maybe have gotten away with some of their murders because of other serial killers that were working at the time that were a little more prolific and well known. But with the advancements in DNA technology, we are able to start chipping away at those mysteries and figuring out what happened to a lot of folks. Now, the other one I really wanted to talk about was a little lesser known serial killer, but I think a rather interesting one. Uh, Douglas Perry, also known as Donna Perry. Douglas was born in Omak, Washington, and from a young age he was abused by an alcoholic father, both physically and sexually, and it really screwed him up in the head. Now, people who knew him knew he was a gun nut, and this is how he originally got in trouble, is because he got arrested with with an illegal firearm in Oregon many years back, and he got himself in trouble with the law. Now, so throughout the early '90s, he committed a string of killings. He killed 3 victims, but he claimed 9. He claimed 9. He's never been convicted of 9, but he claimed 9. Now, for the longest of time, he was never caught. He'd done his time for other shit, gotten out, and by this time he'd become Donna. He'd end up getting a sex change operation in Thailand. This stems back to the abuse as a child, and how he felt anger and aggression towards women, and he thought that if he got a full sex change operation, that it would stop and end the aggression. Well, I don't know. I mean, I got to meet Donna as Donna in 2012 before she got arrested again. And she made me nervous. She made me rather nervous, She told me I better keep her friend's daughter happy, or she had a 22 with a bullet with my name on it. And she just smiled at me and patted me on the shoulder. Now, she kept a 22 in her car. She had bullets all over the car.
She's been so good.
Oh, okay. Give me just one moment.
Yeah, you see it's up towards.
Give me just a moment. And yeah, no, she was a rather unsettling person when I met her. Always gave me the heebie jeebies. I didn't know who she was at the time. I just met her as Donna. But yeah, no, she was quite creepy. And fucking, yeah, no, she had what, three victims that were accounted for. Um, there was Kathy Brisbos, Nikki Lowe, and Yolanda Saps. And just like Robert Yates, he used a 22. It literally it took 22 years because forever they were looking for a man. And they suspected Robert Yates because of where they were dumped and the style in which they were killed. You know, so it didn't. It wasn't until years later where, with the advancement of DNA technology in 2012, they had got a DNA match. So when she got picked up on a new charge in 2012 for that 22 that she kept in her car and all the bullets in it. So she got arrested for that and she was serving time. And they got a DNA swab off of her. And then all these matches start coming back to her. And in 2012, they finally convicted her to serve life in prison in 2012. But a lot of times, stuff like that, it really takes years, decades even. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other serial killers out there that will never be caught for the simple fact that, you know, stuff got lost in the way of evidence, or there just wasn't enough evidence. But in the back of your mind, you always wonder when you're walking down the street if one of the people you might come across are a serial killer.
Yeah, always, 100%, bro. You never know who you know. You know what I mean? You never know who you know. So on that point, right? Like, I want to get in on. Let's drop in on the Golden State since he was talking about DNA a little bit, right? So now with the advancement of the DNA, right? They got the Golden State. Now, based on, we don't base this on, digging up a bunch of knowledge and whoop wop, right? But I could tell you that I've watched cold case episodes. I've watched unsolved mystery episodes. I've watched Law and Order SVU episodes. I've watched the movies. They thought this dude was the Zodiac killer at one time. So it's like when you go from being a police officer, like you were saying a minute ago, and get to the point where you're stacking plates. So this dude would go up in the house, right? And he wasn't really going where he lived per se. He would kind of go and wander in these areas. And he started out with one motive and one MO and then changed it up. And so this is what kept, so in the mind of these criminologists, right, who study this shit, they end up having it to where they write up a profile, and based on this profile, they're looking for these people, right? Well, one of the things that is so well known about serial killers is that they usually take a trophy, they usually leave a calling card, and they usually don't switch up their signatures, right? So they'll do something and they'll have a signature, and that signature won't switch. They'll keep that. That'll be the way that you know that's them. Now, I know that there's another one with a signature that we're going to discuss and I'm gonna have Mikey hop back in and touch on that topic when we get to him. But when it comes to the signature of the Golden State Killer, one, he switched them, right? So if you're switching your signatures and you're switching your MO and the way you're doing things, you go from, let's say, attacking and raping women on, you know, a fucking jogging trail to raping women in their house with their husband there tied up with plates and dishes on their back so you can hear when they move, to full blown murder in the end, right? So it's like that's progression. And you got to watch. Sometimes people progress really fast, sometimes people progress really slow. So it's like you could do one thing for so long. Because listen, as a cop, right? Dude was a police officer. So you figure at one point, when you want to be a police officer, right? You either want to be a gangbanger and you're too big of a fucking pussy to be a gangbanger. So you be a police officer because you carry a gun around and act like a gangbanger, right? Or you genuinely want to help people, right? You got that white knight syndrome. You want to help a motherfucker out all the time. You see people in distress, you always want to jump. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta believe that at some point, dude was fighting the urges that he had. I didn't do backstory. I didn't look up who D'Angelo was as a child or how he was raised or if he was abused or none of that shit, because that don't always make for nothing. Some people get abused and fucked up and they grow up to be the dopest person in the world because they don't ever want to deal with that trauma again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that don't mean shit. But what I can tell you is that there had to have been a point where he just full blown wanted to just run in, rape, pillage, plunder motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And he probably went from baby steps gradually. He was going from doing trail side shit to doing B&Es to fuck it, I'm gonna go up in this house. I mean, he was probably in people's houses when they weren't home just to make sure he could get in the house and move around safely, casing motherfuckers sitting on trails and chilling in bushes and shit, just chilling, just watching, just seeing what's up. You know, like nobody knows like how long a motherfucker really does what he does before he does what he does. You know what I mean? Some of that shit is kept and held secret to these people. You know, they ain't gonna tell you. You may think that you getting interviews and you talking all the shit out of them and whoop de whoop. They keeping that main tick switch under wraps. They ain't telling nobody about that. That's that thing that nobody's gonna learn about in the end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but you got such a wide range of people who it's just almost crazy how much like you got to think of the animalistic mentality of human beings that essentially everybody is a killer, bro. Every single person you know is a killer, bro. They just ain't done it. They hold them back. They got better self-control than some of these other people. Because if it's that easy for there to be that many people out there that have zero regard for human empathy and what other people are going to feel, it's like whatever. You may have a problem with somebody, you may not like the way certain people act. Cool, bro. That that's somebody's kid. That may be somebody's mom or dad. I mean, you never really like, and if you ain't thinking about that situation before you committing that act, then it's like there's really that animalistic ability in everybody. Some of us just hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like if people could like, there's motherfucker like everywhere. So it's like you got to think about somebody like here. Let's hop into this fool, and we're gonna go a little sideways for you, right? So everybody know Arthur Lee Allen in the Zodiac case, right? Everybody know Arthur Lee Allen in the Zodiac case. I'm gonna tell you My personal opinion on the Zodiac case, everybody knows the Zodiac case, so I'm going to let everybody jump in a minute. But my personal opinion on the Zodiac case is that Arthur Lee Allen was involved in at least one of the actual murders that took place that was linked to the Zodiac killer. Now, I could tell you, I believe someone else was writing the letters, not just a random. Somebody definitely linked to Allen. But I believe that that's why there was no. So he only really had evidence in 3 cases, right? Only ever really had evidence in 3 cases that really linked to the same exact person doing the murders. Now, I seen a show called This is the Zodiac Speaking, and it was a show based on the kid. So the kid or kids in the situation that happened that Alan went to prison for, because Alan was a registered sex offender. I don't even know if you were registered back then, but he was a known sex offender and child molester, right? So, being as it may, I believe that he had these urges, right? And to try to make up for what he was inside, he would try to interact with older than adolescent females, right? Try to keep up a persona. So he would try to interact with these females. And I believe one of them was the Darlene Ferrin case. So I believe one of them was involved with him, knew him, they used to hang out, maybe it never got sexual, and that's what caused the ticker, right? So at that point, he doesn't see himself as normal because society doesn't see him as normal. So he's trying to do the things that will present him as normal to society. But in his mind, he's a master manipulator and game player. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like a lot of timelines, a lot of bullshit, and a lot of Easter egg information links up to Allen. I believe that the DNA on the letters didn't match to him because I believe the DNA on the letters wasn't his. I believe they were sent and written by somebody else, which is why the handwriting never matched. Now, this guy is who the internet believes is the Zodiac killer. And this dude, honestly, was kind of a savage in his own right, even if he wasn't the Zodiac killer, because apparently he raised a whole little cult of like murderers and did some many shit. I don't even really know. I didn't have enough time to look him up because he don't even look like the dude to me, right? But that's what the internet sleuths and all the people think about the Zodiac. Now, I could tell you, I've been to the San Francisco Zodiac murder site, and I've been to the Vallejo Zodiac murder site. And they're both just right there, bro. Like, you literally have to be like, fuck it. Like it could have been anybody. So the fact that after San Francisco, you're in that block, Washington and Cherry is a decent area of San Francisco. It's like up by the Presidio. There's a lot of nice houses up there. It's like by Golden Gate Park. It's not like a tore up neighborhood, right? So for there to be any kind of suspicious activity going on or any kind of radio call, and for the police to stop and talk to somebody on the side of the road, whether the description be a black man or not, right? That person should be held for questioning, not just asked a question and ran by, right? You got to figure at this point, like, it's late at night. You didn't even shine your light on them to see if there was blood on them. There should at least be not a stop and frisk per se, right? Because I ain't about that shit, but at least be a little bit of check over, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the police just didn't do their due diligence in any of the shit that they were doing. A lot of them were trying to be Hollywood cops and whoop whoop whoop. So I really, honestly, I think it's crazy that there was that much evidence and that there was that many letters sent, and still to this day, nobody has a definitive answer on who the fuck the Zodiac was. This ain't even that big of an area. Like, you know, bro, you know shit back in those days before cell phones and all that shit. People knew each other from all across the bay, bro, just because of how centralized it is. It's like a centralized network. You're not just in one town. You're everywhere, dude, and everybody comes from everywhere to go to different events and shit. So the simple fact that they were able to maneuver like that just through the seven bridges and do what they wanted to do, I was always like fascinated by that one. So I'm gonna bring Mag in. Mag ain't hit the stage yet, and I'm gonna let Mag touch down on the Zodiac because everybody gotta have something to say about the Zodiac killer.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think the reason it's not solved is, you pretty much said it. Like, he's that was very proficient to have like so many different people. I think you're right. Different people were writing all the things that were written. He had like a whole network of different, and maybe not everyone might have known the whole project of what was going on, but he knew, and he definitely had like, everyone play their part. So I think that's the reason like it's still how it is to this day, is because he had so many people working as one moving mechanism. And
Yeah, flawless orchestration for sure.
exactly. So it's just that's a basic. I mean, that's like an A+ serial killer right there. I guess is that would be what you call that, because yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. That's kind of where I
Yeah, I
stand
mean,
on.
there's plenty of killings that go unsolved all the time, right? But to write like 3 and 4 page letters with hand drawn diagrams, bro, you got hand drawn diagrams that you're sending, and you ain't
Yeah.
getting one speck of skin flake, you ain't getting one speck of hair, you ain't getting nothing. No
Yeah.
sweat drips, nothing. Like to be able to just stone cold sit there and write a letter and not sweat, not one drip.
So he must have had not told, he must have had this piece of information and not knew he wasn't going to tell old Nancy over here about it, and then old Drew that was going to work on this part what didn't know about that part. Must have had a whole different, battle plan going on than each person that was involved in it, that probably didn't even know what the full outcome of the whole situation was.
Yeah, I
Just
just
what
feel
he
like the shit that was said in that the Zodiac is speaking, right? Or this is the Zodiac speaking, like the shit that was said in that, and some of the like comparisons to shit. So I'm gonna tell you right now, like this dude had an infatuation with this kid, right? And
Yeah.
they literally like he called and admitted to these people over the phone that he was the Zodiac, and they never got any DNA and none of that shit because he literally glued his fingerprints and would shave his whole body before he'd go out and do anything. And it's like when you find dead squirrels and dildos in a motherfucker's house, I guarantee you he waxes his whole body. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
Don't
no, for
fucking
real
play me,
though.
bro. We ain't game goofy around here. So it's like, yeah, I really fucking believe that.
For sure.
Let's go, cuz. What's your take on the Zodiac?
You know, it's an interesting case. Anybody from California who grew up there has grown up hearing about the Zodiac murders. Now, here's the thing. Just like with a lot of other serial killers, how long do they go without being caught? Some of them forever. In cases like the Zodiac, you know, if it wasn't for 23andMe, they never would have caught the Golden State Killer. Because he lived a quite normal, quiet life, and he knew how to dodge and get away with stuff. Plus, he was a cop. So that leads me to believe the Zodiac had to have some kind of law enforcement connection in order to be able to know what to do and to get away with all of this for long enough and
Mhm.
never get caught. He literally had to have had some
Now,
sort
let me
of
ask
law
you this.
enforcement connection.
Let me ask you this. What about military law?
See,
MP. What about MP? Do
love you, man.
MP, you know what I
Now,
mean? Or NCIS. What if you're a naval criminal investigator at some point? You got some sort of Navy criminal history and knowing how to maneuver, right? Wing walker boots, dog. So it's like he didn't have to be local PD. He literally could have been military enforcement of some type and
well,
still had
wing walkers were
that
used by
criminal.
the Air Force. They're most
Yes,
commonly worn by the Air Force.
and you get the guys who fly off on the naval ships that send out the fucking things, right? The guy who walks the deck of the receiver on the Navy, of the receiver for the fucking for the planes and shit, you'll often get a couple of those guys. They'll be in wing walkers. They'll have to jump up and click the shit to the wing and whoop whoop and blah blah. So it's like you got that sort of military background that could coincide with the law enforcement background at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the whole Arthur Lee Allen thing, you know, um, it it's believed that Arthur Lee Allen was the Zodiac. They have never been able to formally tie him to it, but he was with this woman for years and they had kids. And there was he everywhere these murders took place, they had taken trips to, and he had disappeared and been off and had to do something and had was not accountable for it, you know. But he had a connection to all these places, where all these confirmed Zodiac murders took place. And there was correspondence for years back and forth, even after they went their separate ways between this woman and Arthur Lee Allen. Now, she never really said it, but she hinted at the fact that she knew about all of this, about that. She didn't say enough to implicate herself in any involvement, but that she basically, without a shadow of a doubt, was knew that Arthur Lee Allen was the Zodiac. You know, she has all of her correspondence for years with him, letters that he left her, all of this, and it all points to him being the Zodiac.
I
You
mean,
know,
dude, the simple fact that he worked. So when you're driving out Highway 4 and you're going to Rodeo, that little fucking that little plant out to the right, that fool worked out
yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that's desolate, dog. And then for him to have a fucking watch that says Zodiac on it with the exact symbol that was a gift from his mom, like you can't play me. Like those are real facts. Like yeah, they threw it in the movie, but like that's real shit, you know? So it's like and then you got his brother's homie saying that he's told stories about how he was going to commit murders and do. So it's like you can't really discredit it, dude. And then if you've ever watched the fucking the interview where the chick goes and sits on his fucking couch and interviews Alan in his little thing with his dog down there and shit, she goes, "Are you the Zodiac?" And he goes, "No, I'm not the Zodiac. And if I was, I wouldn't tell you."
Right,
Come on, bro. You
bro.
saying? So it's like, don't even play me,
I have looked in the face of killers, straight sociopaths, okay,
ice cold
straight
eyeballs, bro.
psychopaths, and I know what they look like. You can look in their eyes and see the death, see the deadness in their eyes. There's no soul behind their eyes. There's not. You know, you look at those eyes. Look there. You can look at that face. That face is empty. Those eyes are empty.
Yeah, look at
You
all the
know,
eyes around him of all the people,
look at the life in them.
and look at
You
him.
know, you can see the brightness. There's life to their eyes, but you look at his, and there's no soul there.
All right, so let's
So
keep it fresh. Let's keep it fresh for everybody in here, bro. Right? Where we at right now? We're only at 35 minutes. We're doing good. So, fucking yeah, I would say I know, damn, three, because I was at the Berryessa site too. So I know back. I got a homeboy whose parents owned a big chunk of Lake Berryessa, and they own one of the stores out there and one of the little boat things. Like they're prominent in that area, and this happened when they were children, my friend's parents, right? So the bus drivers were driving around because they said they were going to pick off a school bus. They really thought that they meant the school bus in Berryessa because the way that the school bus route went was only one route. There was no other route you could take. You could only take that route. So they were honestly in fear a lot out there, right? In Berryessa, Napa County. So the bus drivers would drive with a loaded 12 gauge with full blown fucking buckshot and slugs sitting right there right next to the seat. They didn't care. They were going to protect those kids. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
at that rate, like I honestly, I commend people like that because that bus driver could have been like, "Nah, I'm not driving these kids." Instead,
See, that was
that
a
bus
different
driver
time,
manned
though,
up.
man.
That bus driver manned up and said, "I'll protect these kids. Yeah, I'll drive them. I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna put my life on the line to make sure your children get to school safe, man." And I'm gonna tell you what, there you couldn't ask for a better person to be around your children, bro. Because people really honestly
Exactly.
like they you don't know who you're letting your kids around, folks. You don't know who the crossing guard is, right? You don't know how stringent the fucking school board is at hiring these people in there. You hear a lot about weird teachers and weird people and whoop. So I commend that man, bro, with nothing but respect for acting like that. Now, Mikey, I'm gonna pull you back in because I know this is one you want to touch on. So this dude right here is a Canadian American, and I believe where did he run out of Washington?
I think so.
So we talk about this cat right here. You know what I mean? So the Happy Face Killer. Now a lot of people know about this dude because his daughter came on TV, started a whole show, and is kind of going through and actually talking to the families of the victims and going through her account as being the child of a serial killer and then talking with like the children of his victims and shit. And it was a trip. I watched it. I fucked with a couple episodes. I didn't get too far into it. But I know that with this dude it's the same get down. Like he would literally go through later after committing these murders and taunt the police with letters, and they would be like hold on, got me off topic. I can't get this. See if you can send it to yourself. But he would put little smiley faces and shit in the letters, right? So like you gotta figure at that rate, dude had to almost take like uh a note out of the book. He's like, oh, the Zodiac can write the police. I'm gonna write the police. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Zodiac could do it. I'm gonna do it. So at that point, I don't know, man. I don't know a whole lot about this dude. I know his ass got old up in there, and he looked like some of the crazy motherfuckers we used to see chilling across the street from your house in the projects. But yeah, let what you know about the fucking happy face killer, bro.
Well, he thought he was the next Zodiac. Honestly, it was his ego that really got him screwed. Because yeah, no, he wanted to taunt the police. He wanted it to be like a cat and mouse game. He got away with so many of them, you know. And then there's ones that we don't know about. Just like with every serial killer, you know, there's lots of them that take their secrets to their grave. You know, we'll never know exactly how many people they killed, and the smiley face killer is one of them. I mean, he traveled all up and down Canada, Washington, Oregon, you know, California,
So I've heard
and
that there's like a series that there was another series of murders being committed by different people, and they were like spray painting smiley faces on the wall and shit near the crime scene, and that's different from Homie,
yeah,
right?
there was a slew of copycat murders, but they were they were obvious attempts, you know, to mimic.
Got you.
Police were able to rule them out rather quickly. But, you know, there's bodies that are being found constantly. You know, there's bodies that are found all up and down the coast. There's bodies that are never found. You know,
Yeah.
like Murder Mountain, like Murder Mountain. You know, let's talk about Murder Mountain for a second, man. Everybody in here know about Murder Mountain? No, nobody. Shit. Well, California in the Triangle, up in Humboldt, in Garberville, you have this area known as Murder Mountain, and there's missing person posters all over the place. Now, there's a lot of influx of people every year, you know, known as trimmigrants, you know, or people that come there looking for work to work on these grow farms up there. Now, a lot of the times there's not reputable people running these farms, or they're not good people. They have bad ulterior motives besides trying to get help. And sometimes girls come up missing. Sometimes guys that they didn't want to pay come up missing. But it's been known for many years that bodies disappear on Murder Mountain. But yet, every year, every year, even with the way things are today with the recreational cannabis, you know, people still flock from all over the world to Humboldt County to trim pot and work on a farm. Now, I don't know the exact number, but I'd have to say over 100, if not more, people have gone missing on Murder Mountain or in the area. There has been cases that have been solved that were tied to one person, but there are so many people to this very day whose families will never know what happened to their loved ones in them California mountains, because them mountain hillbillies, they don't talk. They don't talk. They handle their own business. They handle their own justice, and they
Oh
don't
yeah,
talk.
100%. You don't go up on that mountain.
No, even if you have business on that mountain, man, you better fucking have a fucking air tag. Shit.
And I can tell you right now, even I can tell you right now, a lot of these. So here's a quick post of some of the people who have came up missing off Murder Mountain. Some of them are immigrants. Some of them are just people who are up there hitchhiking, trying to get up there. So I believe that there's a lot to do with the truck driving community that deals
Oh,
highway murders, bro. It's right
Oh,
off the.
there's a lot of truckers in and throughout that area. There's a lot of loggers that used to be go through that area, but there's shitloads of trucks constantly through that area. So I could definitely see where you would come with the conclusion that it would have a trucker connection. But see, I know the weed game. And I know the weed game and how it's been run for a great many years. Now, more than likely, what it is you've got one of these motherfuckers, because some of these cats are straight tweakers up there. Like they're growing pot and cooking meth kind of shit.
Oh,
And they're the kind of people that have fucked up the mountainside. But there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it for a long time. The bikers controlled a lot of shit.
a lot of the
You know,
cats that disappeared from Coco County and nobody knows where they're at. They're up there cooking crank on the mountain, dog.
you know, a lot of that shit was controlled by bikers for a long time. But what it most likely is there are people who have
Yeah.
this fanciful expectation that think this is how it is, and the hippie pot growing community is all peace and love. When you come to realize that it is a business, and some of them are sharks, they're not there to run a legitimate business. They're there to make money, cutthroat style, and sometimes
Oh,
people who have no real family, no real connection, drifters, people who are far away, they come up missing because, well, they worked too hard and somebody didn't want to pay them. You know, either that or you hooked up with the wrong person, and you know. But
You know what?
it's
Hey,
100%.
Mikey, let's give a moment of silence real quick for all the fucking lost people off of fucking Highway 5 and up here in the Murder Mountain, bro. It's sad. A lot of lost loved ones, folks.
That's sad.
Yeah, RIP to all the ones in the, we're talking about a lot of these people. We ain't glorifying serial killing, right? We're just talking about the topic. We want to do nothing but show respect to the victims of any of these people on here, man. So just while we're showing
Absolutely.
pictures and doing what we're doing, man, I just want to give a little love out and a little shout out.
Hey, good on you. That's all we want to do.
yeah, no, and because it's prevalent here on the West Coast. I mean, there's serial killers from all over the United States, but it seems like the West Coast seems to breed a lot of them.
I give you
You know,
that.
one of the Zodiac's first killings was what in Riverside. It was suspected to be uh, in Riverside. There was this girl that was murdered.
And what's crazy about that is that a lot of the story that came from that This Is the Zodiac speaking started in Riverside, California. And homie was apparently a janitor at that school, and they found a tab written that sounded like the Zodiac, but the handwriting didn't match, and that's because that was what Arthur Lee Allen actually scratched on the tablet. That was his handwriting. That wasn't the handwriting that was used to write the letters later. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, here's the thing with handwriting. Is if you're somebody who's done calligraphy and shit like that, you know how to change your handwriting.
Yeah, 100%.
You know how to change
Yeah.
pressure points where you put the fucking weight on the fucking pen. It's not that hard, honestly, to switch up your handwriting. Now there are certain telltale traits, especially like if you're under a lot of stress and you're writing something under stress, it's rather evident, it's rather chaotic your writing. And
I think it's just like the average, 90% of the population you could tell. But like if you actually are putting a lot of thought into your writing, obviously you could change it up.
yeah, no. And you have to think that the Zodiac killer was smart enough to change it up.
And
Oh,
ambidextrous.
yeah, yeah. Probably, yeah.
And he said, I'm not ambidextrous. I'm left-handed. They tried to make me write with my right hand. So he was in like a boarding school. You know what I'm saying? He had shit where he was one way and people always tried to get him to be a different way. Bless you. So
See, that's how
he,
my
Yeah,
dad was. My dad
that's
could
a
write right or left-handed
yeah.
because
no.
he was in a boarding school and he was left-handed, but they forced him to learn how to be right-handed.
Yeah.
Right, right. That seems to be the like a common thing between them all is that
So I
they're
can
forced to do
guarantee you
things.
that if Alan wrote the letters with his right hand, he wrote them with his right hand in a different penmanship than he would have wrote with his right hand when they made him write a sample testing. Because bless you, he didn't write with his right hand all the time. So therefore they wouldn't have a bunch of unknown known documents that he wrote just randomly with his right hand unless they compared it to shit from when he was in school and he was forced to write with his right hand.
Right.
Otherwise, he would have just gave him a right hand sample and he would have made it completely different.
See, Smith, this is it, bro, right here. It,
Well,
there are lots of people with mental disorders that would never kill anything. So it's more than just a mental disorder that causes somebody to become a serial killer. There has to be a certain succession of things that actually make somebody do these things. There is something, from a core memory as a child, either some form of neglect or physical abuse. Because mind you, Dahmer was not physically abused. He was just kind of neglected and left to his own devices. Now, what actually ends up happening is that there's core moments in their lives where something happens that affects them not only developmentally and mentally, but also emotionally.
So,
Because they,
Bo, I'll tap in on that. You said porn makes killers and abuse. So, I can tell you that don't believe that porn makes killers and abusers. I believe that killers and abusers resort to porn because they are socially awkward and don't have the ability to capture
right.
a woman every time
It's an
for
outlet.
their sexual needs. So I believe that's the link that's
hence why a
made
lot of serial
because
killers kill prostitutes,
there's plenty of people who, you know, come on, Ron Jeremy ain't killed nobody.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like, bro, you can't tell me, you can't blame it on the porn, bro. And I ain't listen. I ain't advocating
Uh,
either way because I can't tell you porn ruins lives. So
But that is a crazy connection.
it
Like,
does. It ruins lives. It ruins marriages. It ruins the stars' lives. Those people are shot out by the time they're done with that, and the money don't make nothing for them. What the fuck good
No,
is
no.
money when you're shot the fuck out, dude, or strung out on drugs, or you know? So it's like, yeah, that's definitely it's a problem, but I believe that's something that comes later in the series of
Agreed.
the mind of the serial killer. I believe that shit comes way younger than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I could
And way
yeah,
tell
that
deeper.
that comes from a core that comes from a core moment in their lives
I
where they're
was
developing
I was
sexually. You know,
I was
Yeah.
introduced to porn at a very young age, bro. Like
it
so,
wasn't me. I
Yeah.
swear.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was somebody else. He wasn't. He gave me weed for the first time, but he wasn't the porn culprit. But
I was not the bad influence on him. I swear
no,
it.
it was not that
My
culprit. But
day.
I can tell you that you know, depending on now, if you're watching like ravaging, you know, corn, we'll stop saying the P word because I don't want to get us banned. But if you're watching something that's, S&M in nature, yeah, okay, it's gonna influence your sex life to be a little fucking freaky, dog.
I've
Like,
always kind of found people that were into that weirdos, anyways.
yeah, so it's like that doesn't. I don't believe that link is there. I believe that the social awkwardness and the inability to confidently approach a woman or deal with a woman or have that kind of relationship is what creates that. Because you could be somebody who is able to, talk to people, is socially adapt, can God's homies, can run the block, can be anywhere, whoop de woo, and still have the porn and the abuse and the molestation and the addictive parents and the drunks and all that shit, and never want to sexually or physically harm another person in that way, because the 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 ability to find love and find companionship you still have. But if you don't
Right.
have that ability to find love and companionship, that's going to tick you into the rejection, and then the rejection is going to tick you into the need and what you're going to do to fulfill that need. And then before you know it, you're trolling bitches on the fucking walking trails, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
I believe a core aspect is social awkwardness. Now that social awkwardness may stem from molestation, it may stem from an abusive parent, it may stem, you know, but that's the thing. If you can't get past that and still adapt some sort of social acceptivity and be able to walk up into a place and at least connect with one person and not always the other weirdo that's in the room, I think that that's a core thing, right? You could have any of those other things, and people will tell you this. Experts will tell you. You could have people that were sexually abused and adopted out to bad people and watched a parent kill their other parent and all this shit and never do anything bad. And then you can have people like the one that Cooley wanted to touch on, right? Which I didn't even get a picture of that dude, but maybe we'll wait till later to bring him up till Cooley comes in. I'm not even going to bring dude up, but you could be the type of person where something bad could happen to somebody else in your family and them get a bunch of attention for it, and then you get ticked and weird and want that attention. So jealousy could create that factor as well. You know what I'm saying?
So, um, if I can remember what was on my other phone, basically it's everything you guys are saying, but the difference between like a serial killer's brain and every other, like just a corn, industry person or someone that goes down a wrong path, it has to do with the amygdala in your brain, and serial killers have that blocked off. Most of either it's blocked off or they have it running so fast. And obviously, that's I don't know too much about brains and how they work, but it's a certain functioning that they either have blocked off or running way too fast, which makes it hard for them to socialize. That's a little something of what I can remember that's on my other phone.
And that's true because you could have somebody who was a social butterfly. Homie was star athlete, whoop de woo, grows up, is the homie at work. Everybody rocks with him. He buys everybody lunch. They're all chilling. Gets bapped in the head by a hammer that falls. And now that shit ain't ticking right. And all of a sudden, homie went off the loopy. Now he's arrested because he been trolling bitches and killing fools. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
your brain, bro. The one thing I tell people, dude, always control your brain. Never let your brain control you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your
Or
your your brain, you can control your brain because your brain controls you. Your cognitive thinking and your spirit are different than your brain, bro. Here, I'm gonna pull up.
100%.
I'm gonna get into a weird one right now. So listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. We are made of three things. We are body, we are mind, and we are spirit. Okay? We are the trifecta, dog. So, that being said, your mind, right, will wander and control itself. But if you are strong in your spirit will help your body to control your mind. So if you are not strong in your spirit, and by being strong in your spirit, I don't mean religious. Let's not get on religious nuts with the woo. I'm religious as a motherfucker, bro. I'll keep my Jesus piece, okay? But that is not where I'm going here. Where I'm going here is that you can spiritually tap into yourself. You can literally, what do you think a dream is?
Right.
The whole world is trying to figure out what dreams are, bro.
They're a
Dreams,
manifestation of your conscious and subconscious mind.
bro.
Battles between the mind and the spirit and the
Yes,
heart.
yes, and
And all of us.
you're watching it in your sleep. So that's proof that you are a spirit, dog. So at that point, if you can control your mind with your spirit, that's why you wake up right before you die in a dream. Because I could tell you, bro, if you're ever walking up to a toilet in your dream, you
Don't
better
use that
wake up.
motherfucker. It's a trap.
You better wake up.
It's a trap.
You better wake up. But if you die in your dream, then you die in real life, which is why you never see yourself dead in your dream. You always feel like you died in your dream, and then that dream disappears, and you either go into another dream or you wake up. Because if you ever see yourself dead in your dream, you are dead in real life.
Man, you know what sucks? I have a really bad habit of waking up from a horrible fucking dream. I don't have good dreams. All I have ever had are bad dreams. Like,
Understood.
I've never had a good dream in my life. But I have this habit of waking up from them and then going back to sleep a little while later and going right back into them, right where
Yeah.
I left off. Now,
Yes.
here's the weird thing. I've suffered all of my life with precognitive dreams. You know that feeling of deja vu that you get? Well, it's really crazy because I have suffered with what they call precognitive dreams all of my life. And I've only ever had these about bad things. I had it about my mom and dad when they got in that car accident.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I ever stayed the night at somebody's house. I was staying the night over Tooch's house. It's the first time I'd ever stayed at somebody's house like that, you know?
Yeah.
And after that, I never want to see anybody at his house. But I had it about my mom and dad in that car accident when they flipped fucking MG. I had one about Lisa
So
and woke up and saw her on the news the next day.
I have the
Uh,
same dreams, but when I do, I dream about it happening to myself, but it's gonna happen to somebody else, and
I've had that one before,
I
but
can
I was
never
so,
figure out who it's gonna happen to until it's already over. Because I can't never figure out who it is, and then I get the news that this shit happened to so and so or whoop and blah, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's who it was." Every time, bro. Every fucking time, bro. Yeah, every time. So I could tell you, I have the same shit, and I've had a few really weird reoccurring dreams that, like, for a long time it was the same shit. One of them was about going back to school, like 21 Jump Street type shit. Like I was a grown ass man going back to school, and I'm like there just to fuck with the principal and all the teachers and shit. And I'm just like in class, and they're like, "You got to do your work," and I'm like, "Fuck you, no, I don't. I already got a diploma one time." Like, so dreams are a trip, bro. But I noticed, like, as a kid, my dreams were super vivid and super primitive. Like I could premonize like shit, like crazy, bro. And now after I've done a lot of the let's call it, I don't know, we'll call them Xanax bars. Now after when I started taking Xanax, I stopped dreaming. I don't dream no more, dog. It wiped out the dream process. I will still have a dream every once in a while, but it's really hard for me to remember what's going on in it, and it's never as vivid as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So
See,
yeah. Now,
I quit having dreams for a long time when I was doing mass quantities of hallucinogens.
yeah,
I
see,
did not dream. And I thank God because it's the only time I ever can remember fucking waking up feeling refreshed. Because I've had night terrors all of my life because I've seen a lot of really bad things, you know, and I've never been able to get sleep. It sucks. This is why I look like I do, bro. This is
you look amazing, cousin.
I look like hell. Shit.
Okay,
Bro, I
so
look
now
old. I look haggard, bro. I don't sleep. I don't fucking get sleep,
what the
bro.
fuck?
This is one of the reasons I used to do meth is because I didn't want to.
So I'm gonna close him down. We're gonna get back on topic. He'll laugh at me, but it's okay. Uh, so Robert Hansen, I was talking the other night about this dude, bro, and I knew he was from Alaska just because he seemed like one of them fucking Alaskan dudes. So this was the butcher baker, bro, and like this dude had a bakery shop, the whole nine. Family was doing his shit, and he would go kidnap motherfuckers and take them out into the woods and let them go and hunt them like animals. And it was crazy because he would put them in a plane and he'd fly them in the plane out there. And like, I remember I used to really watch Criminal Minds super tough. I'm probably going to get back into it after tonight, after this fucking episode. Uh, but I used to fuck with Criminal Minds really tough. And they did an episode on this dude. And that's what I like is that they'll be like, oh, yeah, this episode doesn't portray any actual person or event. And whoop-de-woo. And you're like, yes, the fuck it does. Don't even play me, you know? So that was one. Oh, shit, where'd that come in from? So that was one that I really wanted to touch on was the Butcher Baker, bro. Like, I thought it was kind of gnarly how this fool, and he would go
Oh
out
fuck!
and like run them down and literally like he would tranquilize dart them and then fuck with
Hey,
them and then let them
what's up with the bud?
let them wake back up and then fucking jump in again and start running them down and hunt them. So not, I mean, he's well known, not really from our area. He is American, being in Alaska. But that was one of the dudes I just wanted to touch on right quick was the fucking the Butcher Baker, bro. I don't know if any of y'all know about this dude, but if you do, tap in. Let me know.
What's
What's
up,
up with your
everybody?
boy Cooley, bro? Welcome in
Hey,
tonight, man.
hey, I came in kind of late, but I was listening to you guys talking about like dreams and shit, and that shit kind of had me thinking, bro. Because I know it's off topic and shit. You guys are talking about some other shit. I don't know if you want to go into the next topic or you want me to spill my shit. Or what.
There's no next topic. It's all the same topic, but I was waiting for you to come in so you could touch down on the dude from Yosemite because I forgot his name and shit. I wanted to let you speak on that one.
The dude from Yosemite. Carrie Stainer.
Yeah, that cat.
Oh man, yeah. Like I said, like I know just about as much as you know about it. Um, But the one thing that really tied it in with my city is the fact that to throw the cops off, he came out here to Modesto and he threw I think it was the mother of the one daughter. I think
Yeah.
he threw her wallet on McHenry and Briggsmore and somebody found it and turned it in. So he was trying to throw the cops off and make them think that it was somebody from Modesto that did the murders out there.
So yeah, Carrie Stainer, dude. Like this dude, I was touching earlier on it when we were touching on reasons that make serial killers click. And honestly, like, dude just fucking his brother got kidnapped when he was younger, ended up coming home a little bit older, a little bit later, right? Had a weird life for a little while, was in the spotlight and shit. And the older brother just wasn't, you could tell when he came back that the older brother didn't even want him back in pictures. Like he's like in the background already looking like distraught, like he didn't want nothing to do with homie. So like at that point, bro, when like your little brother is catching a bunch of attention and you getting kind of weirded out in your shit, right? And then so later on in life, this dude grew up, the brother that got kidnapped, grew up, had a family and shit, was working, had a motorcycle, ended up getting in a motorcycle wreck and dying. And once again, now his brother's back in the news and whoop-de-woo, so it brings up a bunch of old shit. And then I can remember I'm chilling at home, man, and like across the thing comes up on the news. This before Amber Alerts and all that shit. And or maybe it was right around the time of Amber Alert, because that Amber shit happened here too, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that Amber Alert shit. So at that point,
Yeah, just change mediums.
yeah. So at that point, right, like I see the shit come across the news and it's talking about how there's a missing mom and daughter with the daughter's friend, and they were last seen camping up and in around the Yosemite area. We had just been camping at Yosemite, like not even that week before. Like we came home from camping and seen all this shit up there. So at that point, I was like, "Oh shit, for real? Like something's going on." You know, I'm a kid, and I'm just paying attention to what's going on. And then come to find out, like they thought. So they ended up thinking. I don't remember how long it took for them to catch that dude and shit, but they thought that like there was a bunch of other murders going on. Cause like, dude, we're gonna go crazy topics right now, but has anybody seen the movie The Toy Box, bro?
Honestly, no.
Bro,
Hey, Dub.
anybody out there ain't seen the movie The Toy Box, find it. It's a movie about a family. This dude buys a RV and they're going camping in this RV, and they end up stuck on the side of the road in this RV, and a bunch of shit happens and goes wrong, bro. And come to find out, this RV is possessed by the Toolbox Killer's spirit.
Is it new?
It was his RV. Nah, it's a little old. It was
I
the
need.
it
I
was the Toolbox Killer's RV, bro, or whatever the fuck it was. It was like his
right.
playhouse or fun room or whatever. He had like chains in there, and he used to just pick bitches up and just torture them in this RV, dog.
Ugh. I gotta check that out for sure.
Hey,
Yeah, that
hey,
movie.
Dub. Hey, I'm over here. My boys. He's asking if you remember, like, if, there was a killer either in Antioch or Brentwood, and he was just killing women. Yeah, going around. It's like late '90s, like killing women in their houses and shit. And they finally caught him. And then they finally caught him later, like Antioch, Brentwood area.
No, hold on. Let me see. What's up, bro?
I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you were living out there too, huh, Mikey?
Yeah, yeah. I was living in
Google it.
Pittsburgh. I was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. He's right there. Then. Yeah, these are Coco County boys right here. My boys from Fremont.
What's up with you, Fremont?
Doc, it's my boy Tim. It's my brother. What up, dog?
What's good with you, man? How you doing?
Good. From the Bay. Been down here since 2000. Out there in Fremont, Irvington District.
Heck yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah, I was born and raised Coco County.
Nice. Hell yeah. Good shit.
Moved up here to Washington in the early 2000s. Get away from the crazy. Man, the Bay was getting bad fucking come early 2000s. Shit was funky, man. Especially in the hood I was living in Pittsburgh, man. We had all these Richmond cats coming in. It was bad. Shit was funky. You couldn't even walk down to the corner store without somebody busting shots at you.
Yeah.
It got bad, so I didn't want to deal with it, man. I kept having nightmares I was going to get shot in the throat going to the corner store.
Yeah, fuck all that shit.
I would wake up and I get shot in the throat every time. Fucking gasping for air.
That was your dream. Your one dream that haunted you.
Oh man, I knew if I did not get out of California, I was a dead man. I was a
Yeah.
dead man. Motherfuckers tried, man. They curb stomped me and left me dead, fucking unconscious in a pool of my own blood. Did me like they did my Uncle Scott. Fucked me up.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You want to hear something crazy, bro? Because you were talking about reoccurring dreams. That's when I like came in late. So, so I'm sure you've heard me talk about like my mom and sister before, and like how they passed away. They also died in a car accident. Fucking After they've died, I've had this reoccurring dream, and I've had it several times where I know my mom is dead, but for some reason I feel like my sister's still alive, but she doesn't want to come home. And I'm like, and I'm basically telling her like it's okay, you can come home, and she's like scared to come home. She feels shame, she feels guilt that she's still alive. But I keep having this dream, and I always thought like, why do I keep having this dream where I feel like she's still around? So I started thinking
Hon-
like, is there like a part of her that's like still alive, or is there something that that's making me have this dream, right? So about a year ago, when I was still in sales, I was taking a smoke break on the side of the store, and I get a fucking message on Facebook Messenger, and it's this fucking black chick that lives in like Iowa, and she goes, "Hey, like I know this is really random right now, and I'm not trying to bring up like bad memories or anything." She was like, "But I think your sister's heart saved my son's life, who was on life support." And then she gave me a timeline. She goes, he was literally in the hospital for about 2 months before November 27th or November 29th, 2017. That was the day of the crash. On the 28th, the next day after the crash, they got a phone call saying we have a heart. It's from a 21-year-old woman in California. She just passed away yesterday in a car accident. And they basically flew the heart out to wherever the fuck they were at, because then they had to go to a different state to the children's hospital. And she was like, I've looked at every article in the news, and your mom and your sister is the only one that makes sense with the timeline. So I'm thinking my sister's heart saved this fucking kid's life who's living hella states away and shit. So it's just weird that I kept having this reoccurring dream that my sister was still alive and she just didn't want to come home.
They made a Law and Order episode about that.
And check this out. So then so a few days after we start talking, she was like, "Hey, I got another random question for you." She goes, "Did your sister like fruit gushers?" And I'm like, "Dude, Megan fucking loved fruit gushers." She was like, "Well, check this out. My son never liked sweets ever, ever. He never ate sugar, never ate candy, never liked that shit." He was like, when he finally came to after the surgery, the doctors asked him, "What do you want right now? What do you want to eat?" And he said, "I want fruit gushers." They say that when you take on an organ, specifically a heart from a donor, that you take on characteristics and traits and like cravings of the donor.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up, and and that's real. It's fucking crazy, but it's real. So I don't know, like it's not 100%, but that kind of confirmed it for me, because just the fact she said fruit gushers, and my
Yeah,
sister fucking loved fruit gushers.
you know for sure that when you eat something that it goes into your bloodstream. When you consume something, it goes into your bloodstream, and your heart is what runs your bloodstream, not your body. So
Yeah,
so it's like at that point, your heart, that's why when we crave foods, that's why we crave the ones that are bad for our heart, because our heart wants that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that point, I believe it 100%.
so what she was telling me was one thing we could do. And she goes, "If you're willing." I'm like, "I'm hella willing." She was like, "You can send a DNA sample over here, and then every other like 3 to 4 months, they have to cut his chest open and go in and check on the heart, and they can always extract like a DNA sample, and we can try to match it to see 100% if it's Megan's heart." We haven't really talked in a few months, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it is, bro, because just the fact that I kept having that dream. Like every time I had it, I knew my mom was gone, but in the dream, Megan's still alive somehow, and I couldn't figure that shit out.
All right, so look, I don't know who knows about this dude right here, right? But
This fucking guy.
Santa Cruz is pretty close, and this dude is crazy looking. Like I seen this dude's picture for the first time, and I'm like, bro,
Ed.
like
Dude,
that.
he's the one. He used to go into the diners and he would go and talk shit to the cops and see like, hey, what do you guys got on that case going on? And they would tell him everything.
Bro. Yes, bro. When you got that
They
approach,
would have never. They said he was the gentle giant.
yeah, for real. Like that fool, like that's crazy how you could do some shit like that and just maneuver the way that homie maneuvered. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
That shit's
casual as
nuts.
hell.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
And then
smooth with it.
who knows about this crazy bitch?
Eileen Warnos.
So I got a homegirl named Aline, right? And I swear her mom named her after her, right? I ain't fucking with you though. But yeah,
So
so I remember I was before I ever even knew who that bitch was, I liked Christina Ricci, right? I was like, I
yeah,
was
who
a
didn't?
Oh yeah.
Casper was my movie, dog. Like when I was a kid, Casper the Friendly Ghost was my shit, homie. So like that bitch was the goat to me. Like,
Wasn't she in
For
Beetlejuice
real.
too?
bruh, yes, that's what I'm saying. She was well rounded as a when I was a child, bro. Like we were like the same age range. Like, so when you're a kid and you're watching like Richie Rich and fucking Home Alones and like all these movies, and you're linking in with these kids, right? Casper was my shit. I loved Casper. So at that point, like, you know,
Casper is dope.
when Black Snake Moan came out and that bitch was in,
Oh, bro, that's a good
bro,
ass movie.
I was like, oh, bro, what the fuck? You know, she the
Got her
goofiest,
chained up.
she the goofiest looking little bitch in the world. But it's just like when you grew up on people and you like see their transition in their way, you're like, bro, she was such a nut. Like, and then the transition into that, it was like, damn. So then when I seen Monster, I was like, oh shit. So I watched Monster and then come to find out that movie was about that bitch Eileen Warnos, right? So they try to say she's like the first woman serial killer. Wooty woo. I don't believe it. There's bitches out there that have been killing motherfuckers for years, bro, that ain't never even been caught. So it's
Shit,
it's
I'm
a it's a
saying.
hit or miss on whether or not, you know, but the
fucking
shit
Griselda
in her
Blanco.
mind, in her mind, I mean, she was full blown lesbian, bro. So she was literally going out and hustling dudes on the fucking lots, bro, truckers and shit, and getting money to support her habit and support her and her girl. And she flipped the switch. I believe she was really assaulted. I believe she was really assaulted. I believe she got tired of being assaulted. But I believe after the first time of her utilizing a gun to defend herself, I believe she got thirsty. I believe it was thirst. I believe it was she just got a taste for that blood and was going for it after that. You know what I'm saying? So
She realized how easy it was.
yeah, bro. And she, hey, fuck $20, $30. I'm just gonna take everything from dude.
Give me a bag, she.
Why not? No, you know what's the first case I ever heard of? I wouldn't call him a serial killer. I just call him a sick motherfucker. Was Richard Allen Davis. Fucking like I said before, like my grandma always had me watching like FBI files and shit like that. And the very first episode that they did on FBI files was on Polly Class from Petaluma, and that was the little girl that fucking got
I
basically
remember that.
kidnapped from a slumber party at her own house
Yeah, we
back in
all
like
love Paul Clapp
93,
today.
93, 94. I know you guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
Polyclass was
but
big, and
that
then
was the very first episode, and I remember watching that shit with my grandma
much love to the
and
class.
fucking trying to go to sleep that night, looking at the window like, fuck, this motherfucker's gonna come through the window with a knife.
Yeah, it be like that when you're a kid, bro. You hear that shit and you
You
start.
gotta hit a button. Oh, okay. Oh, Jeter. Oh, you guys ever hit one of these?
Yeah, I had a
No,
deer.
I want to right now though. Fuck. I'm getting hit. Dog.
Hit a blinker, dog.
Fuck
Blink.
you.
Come on.
Blink.
Hit a
I'm not
blinker,
trying to do
dog.
all that.
Come
Hell no, I'll probably be
on.
high as fuck just from that. That shit does
Uh,
dollar good. What flavor is that? Lemon drop. That shit
Blinker
tastes hella
number
good.
4.
send one over. I'll blink that shit right now.
Blinker number
Oh, look,
4.
hold on. Hey, look what he got.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Let's
I'll
dope.
get. I
I'll
got
blink to
purple.
the brain.
What is it? Mango runts and purple berry
Donate to the
with the four
blinker
blink on
fund.
it. I ain't a blinker hitter, bro. My lungs too cash for
Hey,
that.
Yeah.
did you see that new shit that Burner came out with where you have 3 flavors in a cartridge? Let's say it's like one flavor here, one
Yeah,
flavor there, and one flavor there, and you could either hit one at one time, two at one time, or all three, or you could switch, one of the three.
yeah. So this one is
Hey,
like
that shit looks fucking sick. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie.
that
That's
triple hitter
fancy.
is dope.
Hell yeah.
Are we entering the next section of the podcast or what?
What section,
We're
man?
what? Almost an hour and 30 minutes in.
We want
I don't
30.
know, man. There's lots of stuff we could talk about serial killers. I mean, you got Robert Rader. You know,
We have
Even
another
who else do we have?
topic. We were supposed to talk about something else. I can't remember what though.
Who's the fucking Green River? That dude was
Yeah, the
wild.
Green River Killer. What the fuck was it? Good lord, come
Yeah,
on,
the
Mike.
Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver.
Dennis Rader,
Yeah,
the BTK.
right?
That
Dennis
was the
Rader.
BTK.
Yeah.
That's
The
Dennis
Green.
Rader.
God, why can't I remember the Green River?
Hey, let's talk about the Iceman, bro. Fucking Richard Kuklinski.
See,
The
hitmen
fucking
and
the
serial
fucking
killers, man,
mafia.
that's two
Hey,
different
but
things.
he's still a serial killer because if you
That
look at
no,
if
you're
you
getting
if you
you
if you
you
look
get
at the
paid for
fuck
that
if you
shit.
look at the definition, if you kill one or two more people, you're technically a serial killer at that point.
Not if you.
Chris
Nah,
Watts
serial
is
killers are
technically a
different than
serial killer.
hitman. That's just a business transaction.
I
Serial
still want
killers
But,
to
but
know
if you
where.
are different.
if you listen to his testimony, bro, he
That's
loved
like a
doing it.
difference between a hoe and a prostitute.
What
It
happened to
wasn't
Count
hey,
Count
it wasn't his
Chocula?
business to
I'm
him, man.
just
He
gonna
took
tell
that shit
you,
personally.
if we're gonna lump in fucking hitmen, then half the military needs to be up in here, dog. You know what I'm saying?
They do, man. Fuck it. They're
but
all serial killers.
yeah, that Green River dude, bro. Like, I seen some shit on homie. You know what I'm saying?
Creep, 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 creep.
And look at dude. He looked like the homie you buy your cigarettes from back in the '90s at the corner store. Like,
He looks like Supercut's number one
That is
customer.
old dude.
for
He
real,
looks like a
for real,
Washingtonian.
bro. And it's
He looks
like,
like a lot of different Washingtonians.
you gotta understand, he was doing the same shit. He was going and pulling hookers, you know. And it's like they did so much in
Damn, they're
in
getting me through my jersey.
not paying attention to what homie was doing, that he had body on top of body on top of body on top of body on top of body down the street from a body that was on top of a body that was next to a body that was over
Yeah,
his
he was
body.
dumping them. Like he was very prolific in his span, and they don't know exactly how many to contribute to him, but it was a lot.
A
It
lot,
was
a
a lot.
lot.
And what helped get him was fibers from the carpet in his van.
Damn
Mm.
fibers.
Yep.
Be getting everyone.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing now. Like, that goes all the way to your gun, bro. So when you buy a gun,
Who?
when you buy a gun now, every gun that gets sold, right? And when it's
Right.
first sold, I don't care how you got it. When that gun was first sold to whoever first bought that gun's already been fired by the ATF, and the bullet's
Oh
already been
yeah.
stored in their file, and it already is your gun is on file with a bullet, a casing, and a serial number right now. And There's a micro stamp in every single fucking firing pin now.
Man, if I scratch that bitch
That's fucking
So at
crazy.
that point, the shit that they're doing in order to solidify criminal investigation, I mean, it's not slowing nobody down, bro. The prisons are still filling up, dude. It's still
oh
dude.
yeah, we're crowded, overcrowded. It's crazy.
I mean, and that's not to mention like how many people. So let's touch back on the Zodiac with Arthur Lee Allen. Like that fool was locked up at a Atascadero during the only time that the letters stopped being written. And of course, we know
Right.
the exact release date was when he wrote the first Zodiac letter in years. So, you link that shit back. You gotta understand, like
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
these motherfuckers are smart. They're not your average dude walking down the street, gang banging, killing fools. You got your Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez type fools that
Oh,
don't have to be super intelligent, but
right.
they lurk through the night and they're street smart. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey, let
then
me
you
get
got
some
to
more of
figure
that.
every one of these
No, that
people,
fucking that shit from my ankle.
every one of these serial killers, bro. If you really look all the way back to their first victim is almost 90% of the time connected to them, which is why they try so hard to hide the first victim every single time.
Well,
Which is
yeah.
why 90% of the first victim of a serial killer is never even released, identified, or found. They just end up being a missing person who was known or associated to have been with this person. Every dude, you find it in like fucking over 70% of the cases, bro, where if you look hard enough, you'll find a missing person who is linked to that serial killer at some point. And it's usually early on before they started killing. Because that's the precursor. That's what starts it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
really liked the series Making a Murderer
Yeah.
because that family, right? Like if our grandma had stayed where she was born and raised, we would be that family, dog. We'd all be working on a fucking hillbilly car lot somewhere, and fucking Jethro would be back in the back 40 with old Mikey here, and I'd be on the fucking front fucking 2-4 with a fucking 2x2 trailer. I mean, let's keep it 100, So it's like to understand that a tight knit family like that lives on a compound and does their shit, right? I believe there was a lot of weird police involvement. I believe there was a lot of shit that was um, framed and set up, right? But I'm
I
almost
agree.
90% positive that they framed that dude for a murder
Oh shit.
else murdered that other bitch and he ended up getting framed for it too. But I believe he had something to do with it. I just don't
I
believe
think
that Paul Avery had much to do with it as they made it out to be.
I think they always have someone like that on the back burner to put it
Well,
on.
dude got out of prison. Dude got out of prison. He was cleared by DNA and shit. Got out of prison for the first murder that they put him in prison for, and he sued the city and won and got hella money. So
Yeah.
he was out there living fucking hillbilly rich for a little while, and the police in the town didn't fucking like him because of it. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
They were on his wig, bro. So I'm almost 90% positive that there was a backwoods cop that accosted this chick as she was leaving that property. And when she said that she was there to do a car trader photo and all that shit, you know what I mean? I think that cop did some old hillbilly shit and planted her on the fucking farm. I mean, on the fucking car lot and the evidence and did the old OJ 1-2. You know what I'm saying? And I think he got a raw deal both times, bro. I think the Tiger King got a raw deal like a motherfucker too, bro.
I was gonna talk about him tonight, just randomly, but
Yeah, on the off topic for show, he was coming up. For show,
for
he was coming
sure.
up because we all know Carol Baskins killed her husband, dog.
Oh
Carol
yeah.
Baskins
We
did
all know
it.
Carol is a killer, bro. We listen,
She's
listen.
yeah.
You cannot. I don't give a fuck who you are. Mike Tyson. I don't care, bro. Jake Paul. You are not training a fucking tiger or a lion, bro, to do what the fuck you want it to do, unless you
No,
feed
no.
a human to that motherfucker, and you're like, here, bro. Look at what I
Yeah.
got for you, kitty. You know what I'm saying?
Tasty.
That bitch was so involved in them cats, bro. I
You're
will
right.
guarantee you she meat grinded that motherfucker up and tossed him in that bitch, bro.
Oh,
No doubt
dude,
about it.
100%.
And we talk
No
about
doubt
Carol
about
Baskin.
old Carol
Yeah.
Baskin.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, the fact that they haven't even found this motherfucker yet, this many years later,
They ain't gonna
they're
find
doing
him. It's like Jimmy Hoffa.
fucking money.
Oh, dude. Hoffa. Oh, man.
Oh,
Bro.
we're gonna go with Jimmy.
Hoffa, listen. Hoffa got wiggity whacked, bro. So, look.
Yeah.
I actually do have a
Bro,
plethora
they cremated his ass.
Bro, you know what I truly think? After
Hey,
all the fucking versions I've heard of this, the only one that makes sense is they knew somebody with a fucking incinerator. Bro, he was burnt immediately, bro. And they took his ashes and they either put him in the fucking river or they fucking buried him somewhere. But that motherfucker's been gone from day one. They'll
hey,
never
They
find his
probably put his
remains ever.
ashes in cement.
He gone.
Possibly because
hell
they own
with that shit.
construction. You never fucking know,
Yeah,
bro.
he
You never know.
concrete.
That's what I think happened. He was cremated and they stuck his ashes in cement.
Yep, concrete. They
The
stand on that
truckers.
fucking.
That would
Hey,
make sense.
I'll bet you they stand on that chunk of concrete hitting cigars, homie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ain't
And they
even
laugh.
That's
They
what
don't even
I'm
say
saying.
nothing. They don't even say shit. They just
nah. They chilling. They in front of the old social club with some fucking cards out, playing dominoes, and fucking their feet are standing on old Hoffa the whole time they're doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
playing Navajo.
So I would say, fucking train, man. I would say, most of the people we talked about tonight, there's a couple of them, bro, that like got parole like options, and like a few of them caught lethal injection. But I seen one here. Let me see if I could go through here, throw some info up. If it is,
John Wayne
what was this one
Gacy.
about?
We
Nah,
didn't talk
not
about.
this one. What's this one about? I think it's Camper. I think it's Camper. I think Camper has the possibility of parole.
He ain't gonna
That's
get it.
crazy.
He'll get denied.
I think Camper was the one with the possibility of parole on him.
That's way too high profile of a case for them to just be like, oh
Oh,
yeah, you learned your lesson.
nah, listen, they let the booty warrior out, bro.
Yeah, because he was on the Boondocks and they were a big fan of his. No,
Hey, they let the booty warrior. They
I
let
like you. I want you. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
100%.
That's hella funny. My boy says that shit all to me all the time, just when he's acting like a little fag and shit. You know, you always have like one of your boys. You always got to say some gay shit just to fucking try to make you uncomfortable.
Right?
You'd be like, I like you. I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Like, fuck you.
I
And
know
then
you, dog. I called you Chris Handsome.
he'll ask me, fuck or fight. What the fuck does that even mean, bro?
You know
Do I
what my
need
dad
do I
used
need
to
to
tell
fight? Do
me?
I need to fight you right now, bro?
My pops used to be like, you want to go out for pizza and fuck? And when they say no, you're like, what's the matter?
You don't like pizza?
You don't like pizza?
Did he be wanting to party? But you got to tell him no.
You
That's
got
hella
to tell
fucking.
them no.
That's hella funny. 50 Cent was like, "This motherfucker tried to take me shopping." I was like, "Nigga, what the fuck?"
I'm a window shopper.
Yeah, I just look. Fuck you.
That's hella funny.
That's
All right, man.
crazy.
So
Hey,
we're
what
gonna
do you
get
what do
we're
you,
at
what do you think
140.
Diddy's gonna get?
In the off topic hour. If anybody in here, right? Here's where we're gonna catch the old fucking Q&A. So if anybody got anything to say, if anybody got anything going on in the chat that either pertains to or does not pertain
Where's
to
Nathan?
been talking about, hop in. Let's go. I don't know. He'll hop back though.
You know,
I'm a little disappointed in tonight's numbers, bro. Let's keep it factual.
hey, I
Yeah.
got a question.
Go ahead.
How's that hand healing up? Let's see it. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. On the cookies tattoo. Hey, Tim, check this out. Look. So,
So I went
hey,
to get my stitches out. They did every other one because it started
cat
reopening.
scratch. His
Cat
dogs. He's
bite.
got. What you got? Two German shepherds.
They're Belgian Malinois and Husky mix, and they tried to kill my cat, and my cat bit my hand in the whole process of me trying to get him out from the dog's mouth, basically.
Save the motherfucker.
Yeah, he bit into my nerve and shit. I can't feel my pinky no more. It's fucked up.
Fucked up his
And I'm a
cookie tat.
tattoo artist, bro, and it's my tattoo hand, so.
All right.
Free the
Yeah, that's the
gang.
only question I have. Damn, bro. Niners are getting fucking smacked on right now. What kind of bullshit is this? I know it's a preseason game, but goddamn. Our second strings ain't gonna be shit if we get hurt. Two hands? Four hands?
Yeah, you know. Coming from the bottom, out the gutter, what you know about it? Used to sleep on the floor in a trap house. I'm a thug from the slums, let me show you about it. Pushing weight, saving up, count stash now. If you living like I'm living, then you know the struggle. Never talking, keep it strictly confidential. Steady grinding, keep it going, always on my hustle. Doing dirt up in a dope fiend. It's your
Big dub, and I'm in it now.
So you better watch your
So you
back.
better watch your
White
back,
boy
bitch.
from the streets of the M town, but I'm good in every hood that
Good in
I
every
go.
hood that I go, bitch.
Good in every hood that I go, bitch. Shit. What? What? Oh, sorry.
What's up? We all back now or what? Okay, there we go.
What happened there?
I
I
don't know.
thought that was
Everybody
my
kind of timed
problem.
out a little bit. Everybody took a little intermission.
I took a
Yeah, you know,
shit.
we was at the 1 hour 40 mark. We wanted to get a little breather in.
Hey, Mikey.
What's up with you, Coolie?
For
Hey,
sure.
how are the
For
mosquitoes out there?
sure.
Is it bad like how it is up here or no?
Oh, bro. I live
It's
by some
bad in
marsh.
here.
So let me put it to you like this: they thick. When the sun
Yeah.
starts going down like it is, oh, they come out in full fucking force.
You hear them up in your ear like,
Yep. You want to know what's funny though? Mosquitoes do not bite. Mosquitoes do not bite me. I've literally stood out in swarms of mosquito on my porch
You got
while they're
bad
biting
blood.
everybody else around me, but all they do is just annoy the fuck out of me. They do not bite me.
they're like, he's a mudblood.
Yeah, they don't want that
They,
disease.
yeah, bro. They do not fuck with me whatsoever, man.
They're dementors that don't fuck with you, Harry.
My girl
They ain't
gets
trying to
mad
suck your
because
toes.
they bite the shit out of her, but no,
Computer charger.
I do not, young man. I'm sorry. No, man. She gets mad because they will bite the shit out of her, and I'll just stand there, and they just fucking. All they do is buzz around me.
That's
Dude,
funny.
I get eaten alive, especially my ankles. I don't know what it is, bro. These mosquitoes out here, they love my ankles.
I think I've done too many drugs in my lifetime, and they just don't want none of my blood.
I mean, I have too. So what the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
I don't know, man, but they don't fuck with me. They leave me alone.
Someone told me once that that mosquitoes like Irish blood. I don't know how true that is, but
If that was the case, they'd be biting the fuck out of me.
Fucking
We got Irish
racist
blood
ass
in
yeah.
us.
But look at my
mosquitoes.
face, bro. They're biting the shit out of me. They're biting the shit out of me, laddie. They won't
They
leave
be
me alone,
fucking
daddy.
making racist mosquitoes in the fucking.
My boy thinks
Mosquitoes.
it's my body wash. Something. I don't
What's
have
up,
laundry
No,
detergent on my ankles, bro. Yeah, but I wear short socks. They get me right above that.
Hey, what's up with you, pimping?
what's up with you, man?
What it do? Fucking getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here too.
That's
See,
funny.
if we didn't have such a wet year, all winter and towards the beginning of this year, we wouldn't have mosquito problems. But because it's been so wet, mosquitoes were bad this year. I'm talking bad.
Bah.
You know, like I literally like in this direction, back that way is marshland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She.
You know, and it's bad. We got some marshland out that direction. We got marshland in behind us over that way.
So they just
And it,
infest that shit.
Hey, Cooley, where are you at?
No, it literally did nothing.
uh,
Maybe if the sun goes down. What's up, Corey?
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Modesto, California.
Oh yeah, you're at your homies or something.
No, I'm at my brother's house right now.
Oh
Modesto.
okay, okay.
My eldest brother lived in Modesto for a long time.
No
Nah.
shit. Hey, you guys want to see the man cave? I was gonna ask too, but here, can I even turn this around? No,
Yeah.
I can't. Here, I gotta do it like this. So look,
Shit.
you walk in, boom. You got Route 66. You got the big
The
ass Bacardi
Bacardi.
sign, big old Coca Cola. You gotta have this right here. If you know, you know.
Hey.
And then fucking so his girl, this is like her side of the man cave. It literally splits right in the middle. If you notice to the left, it's my boy shit with him right fucking refrigerator, but then to the right, it's like the washer and dryer. Bunch of
That's
shit that says laundry, and laundry is the greatest. Fucking fold the laundry and shit. And then you go over here, and you got fucking the bar right here that he built. And then you got a fucking, how big is this TV?
man.
82-inch TV right here. Got the fucking moon, motorcycle, culture fucking flag. Homie's got the Harley. Favorite
Sheesh.
Harley fucking
Sheesh.
song. Yep, this is it. The man cave right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the bar, bro. You pull up to this spot anytime you want, and you just start drinking.
I'm there.
Drinking, smoking.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to um, Jack in the Box internet. Because if we didn't have that, I would have been popped out like the very beginning of this episode. So thank you, Jack in the Box. Thank you. You guys are pulling through. We out here drinking. Yep. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yep.
Thank you,
You
Jack
guys
in the Box.
We appreciate you, Jack in the Box.
Hell yeah. And
keep
we fuck with your tacos on a drunk night.
You better
That's
believe.
right. All right.
We
I just need
fucking
to make
tacos
sure
up on the
that
drunk
was
night. Yeah, it should
it's some
still be
cool.
two for $1. God damn it.
Yeah. What the fuck? Now I'm pissed.
Yeah, you can't even
Fucking
be
came over
anymore.
here bringing up fucking good memories of times of
Now
old.
look what the Jack in the Box master. The Jack in the
I'm
Box
about to go
master is
press.
fire.
I'm about to go press the manager. Who just jumped in here? Jay
Hey,
Money.
you and Dub both fuck with Jelly Roll hella
What up,
tough.
Jay?
Yeah. This dude, no, he's gone to like his concerts and shit out like it at the Pavilion in Concord. Oh, you were out there too? Yeah, I was out there in Concord. What was the last one you went to? The first one he played in Concord. Did you go to the first one that he did in Concord?
I went to Concord and Santa Clara.
Yeah, Concord Pavilion.
Yeah, I went to Concord and I went to the Santa Clara show. The Concord show was dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were both there then.
Yeah, the Concord show was dope. There was hella bikers and shit there. I rode my
Yeah, there's
Harley to
always
that,
hella bikers at Concord.
Oh shit!
didn't I? Oh no, we rode my Harley to a different one, huh? Yeah.
What up, Dub?
Oh, ZZ Top. Rode my Harley to ZZ Top.
Yeah, Dev.
Dub sucks. Oh,
Elvira.
Jay
What's up,
Money, what's
Dub?
up with you, dog?
Talking about papa mile mile.
We talking about serial killers, bro. You want to talk about serial killers?
Oh, well, I'm at home with a busted ankle.
Well, what the fuck you did to your ankle?
I was loading the trailer yesterday, slipped out of the trailer, twisted my ankle, and fell out the trailer.
Why you doing
oh,
some old tweet
that'll
shit?
happen. Is the
That's fucked
trailer
up.
all right?
Jay,
No.
What?
my boy Magnum up in the right corner. My boy Cooley in the middle next to me. That's my cousin Mikey up in Washington down on the right.
Damn,
Pleasure
that's
to
how it
have
actually
you.
looks on.
We just fucking around. We on off topic right now. We just chilling, bro. We just got done talking about a bunch of serial killer shit, though.
Oh.
Bunch
He
of
said,
downer shit.
Yeah, I'm just chilling at home.
nice.
Car broke
No.
down. Got a bicycle. Then I hurt my ankle, and I don't know what's next for tomorrow.
Nice. All
Sounds
right.
about right.
Sounds fucked. My stitches came
Yeah.
halfway out.
I was about to say, Dubs knows about work disability.
Oh, bro. That shit sucks.
Hey, we should just change the whole pod. Fuck it, it's just you two just going back and forth now.
We need
All right.
$14 to the Magnum needs a wireless charger fund. So like, get on that. Thank you.
He said, so get on. Magnum.
Shit would be a
Damn,
lot better.
is anybody
Man,
else watching this fucking 49ers second string just get their ass handed to them right now?
but I quit watching sports a long time ago.
Jesus Christ, dude. Overthrew the fuck out of that shit.
You gotta have cable for that.
Wow.
up, deep and up and up, do up, deep and up and up, do up.
And the two clear containers.
Sorry,
No. Oh
little
shit!
bro shit, bro.
You mean like these two clear beers? You mean these two clear beers? I swear to God. Oh shit!
Hey, gorgeous. No? Yeah, they're in his room.
Wow, just locking them up. Bro. This is fucking embarrassing.
Anyone wants to get interviewed? I'm trying to do some satirical interviews. I found out that's what I want to do on
Kind of
my
like
Here's
MTV
page.
Crib.
He grabbed
Kind of like Eric Andre.
the oranges off the tree.
Oh my god, dude, that motherfucker is so fucking funny.
Not a real
So,
orange.
you ever seen
I
that? You ever seen that
know.
video where he has this chick on stage, and then there's like three people with like a number around their neck. He goes, pick a number, and she's like number three. He goes, blow! He fucking kills one of them.
Yeah,
Never wrong.
yeah.
Roots off of it. He's
Hey,
gonna
Auntie.
That's the
He
type of
goes, pick
shit
a
I'm
number.
on.
I wonder how long ago your mom got in. Your mom popped in the chat. I don't know how long ago that was.
Oh, I didn't
oh,
That
right
was a
notice.
now.
couple of weeks back.
Oh,
What's up,
y'all put it.
guys?
Where'd you guys end up going? You went back to the ranch?
Home on the ranch. Sorry.
Look, hey, we got a tip and donation
Hey,
right
Auntie.
here on the screen for any watchers.
For any of y'all who knows Magnum needs a wireless charger
Yeah,
stack
Magnum needs a phone charger.
like that.
Uh, yeah, I gotta
Like
tell
it's
him off.
funny, but it's really not that funny. It's actually like super. And I need to send double like some money to send me a box. So like that too.
Yeah, you cut out right there, but I need to get that damn box together I was talking about. Your boy been busy
Oh
as
yeah,
shit.
well I've been trying to like also raise money for that because I'm sure that's expensive. I don't
How
know how much that costs.
much other box? Like $20? I would be
Fuck, that's more than my charger.
yeah, 100%.
My charger is literally $14.
I could probably throw a cord in that motherfucker too.
Keep the cord, dog. I need a wireless charger. Just
Just take it.
Huh? You
Here.
couldn't.
So what's up? What's the topic now?
This is the topic. We off topic unless you
We
got
off
another thing
topic.
to talk about.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Cuddy, say what's up to my mama. She in the live.
Hey, what's up, mama?
That's the cuddle, bro.
The cuddle, bro.
Hey, tell her hop in here.
She ain't hopping in here. She at the ranch.
We want to see one of those mother-son moments.
I don't
We
know
want
if
to feel
she's at the
something
ranch.
wholesome tonight.
Oh, there ain't nothing wholesome here. I could tell you a story though. There's this one night that my mom came home from being out, and she brought her friend home. And when they used to come home, they'd be wilding out, right? So I'd be in there. I was a big boy. I was a couple fucking, you know, couple hundred, right? So we're wrestling around. I'm tossing my mom around. I'm tossing her friend around. Well, her friend ends up on my back, and I like throw her backwards, and her arm is under the chair, and I end up grabbing my mom and like trying to suplex her backwards. And as I do, we land on the lazy boy chair, and that bitch's arm is under the chair, and all you hear is "pop."
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, later. That's just hella funny. We broke the doorknob. We used to get down, bro. My fucking family was hella fun. I remember I used to fucking sit in there and that was the thing. Is like my dad would come to the house on one of them random occasions of him coming to the house. My room would be all fucked up and he'd come in there and we just start wrestling, bro. Throwing each other against shit, fucking shit up. And in the end, he'd be like, okay, now clean up your room. I mean, like, what the fuck, bro? There's shit everywhere. You know what I mean? But that was his way of getting his
That's
job
what I'm
done, man.
saying.
I can remember a few
Huh?
things that that fool did. I remember wrecking my car. I went out to fucking Taco Bell for the first time, bro, driving my shit. I wreck my car and I come back. My whole front end's fucked up on that shit. And who pulls up right afterwards? Fucking Scotty. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, go fucking figure, dude. Like motherfuckers have like impeccable timing when their parents, bro. It's fucking crazy.
I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Whoa, that's a big weird moth or some shit. Butterfly. I don't know if that was a butterfly. That was my grandma coming in saying what's up.
Love you, grandma.
Love you, ma. Me, ma. Me, ma. Me, ma. Me, ma, ma, ma.
She was G-Ma.
G-ma.
Gangster as fuck.
GG, ma. Double G, ma. Up
Yeah,
in the
bro.
plebe.
On her?
I'll
Man, you
give
know
you
who
that.
reminds me of grandma? You ever watch Young Sheldon? Cuz?
My
I
my son
seen.
my son watches it.
You Mima and Young Sheldon?
I might have caught a little bit, but I don't think I seen that much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, bro.
bet.
Mima and Young Sheldon kind of reminds me of grandma. Damn, you know what's
Oh,
funny?
there's a Mima.
I used to call my grandma G-Ma.
You know who I was hoping was gonna be in here that I ain't seen in here is fucking JoJo, man.
Yeah,
I know. What
right?
was that? I
Where's
was like, hey,
JoJo?
JoJo, what
You
up?
think JoJo would have made it through for this one?
I said, where you been, JoJo? She said, sorry, it's been a while. I know. I caught her. I caught her. I saw. Proceed.
Damn, I'm just barely reading the chat right now. What was Bo talking about? I helped the
Huh?
reading the chat hella late, and I saw like earlier. Oh damn, this is like almost an hour ago. I didn't even fucking see that shit. Said Cooley helps the community 100, 100, 100, 100, and like hella salutes and shit.
Oh yeah,
I
Bo.
don't even know what the
Oh,
fuck he
she
was
woke
talking
up?
about.
You lying.
Can't even hear her. Did she do a rollie? She was just sleep. I just looked at her.
I'm just being a dick. Oh, God, we're going out.
No.
Phone shutting down. We'll see you.
All right,
We're losing
Mag.
Magnum.
Have a good night, player. So fucking yeah, man, that's crazy that you met that bitch on some offside shit like that. Cause like I've I've literally, bro, like I've looked, like you said, I've looked in the face of like stone cold killers, bro, and like a couple of them are locked up for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that point, like you had that like notion and like he was like, ah, there's something
Yeah.
off about dude. And then come to find out, he gets hit up for that shit later in life, and then you like, see, I knew it. I knew there was something off about you, bro.
Not necessarily, man, because I ain't no serial killer.
What's that?
I said I ain't no serial killer.
You ain't no serial killer? Who said you were a serial killer? What you talking
That
about?
sounds like
Why
something
you
a
bringing up
serial
old
killer would
shit?
say.
Why you bringing up old shit for?
Some people just off a little different. That's all right. You can be different.
Yeah.
So I could tell you the Fed's probably watching, but there's been some crazy cases that like a dude like did one crime and then was like the jail had the evidence in their fucking intake, uh, whatever that shit, property intake the whole time,
Your personal effects.
and then let homie back out of jail and take it with him. And then homie ended up getting caught up later with some evidence that was tied to another crime.
Mm,
And so he's doing like 15, 20 years for being in possession of that weapon. It's not even for the crime because the police know who did that other crime, but nobody will tell on dude, so they can't prove it. So it's like, bro, there's shit like that out there running rampant. And then you just got the little motherfuckers out there shooting people for nothing. Narwhal is the feds, bro.
oh man, that motherfucker. Bro, remember, bro, you still haven't to this
Nardwar.
day figured out who that guy was, huh?
Nah, that's him right
You just
there.
randomly pop
Oh,
up in here. It's
that's
been a
it.
while.
Oh, yeah, that's hella
Yeah,
funny.
now he comes in as the Cuddy Bro and Nard fucking the Cuddle Bro and Nardwar. And then he'll come in as East Bay. He came in as West Bay.
Hey, first one I seen Ghost Ride is Critty Bow. Oh shit, bro, who the fuck is this dude? First one I seen Ghost Ride is Critty Bow. Who the fuck said that? I know I've heard that song before.
Jay Diggs. Where did Cooley go? Cooley hopped off too. He back.
I fucked around and pressed back.
Yeah,
No,
and
but no, I know where I heard that shit. Hey, first one I seen Ghost Ride was Critty Bow. That's fucking Mr. Fab.
yeah.
I know that song. I was like, what the fuck? Where have I heard that before?
Buster.
That's what I'm saying.
That's when Mr. Fab did that album 2006 to like reflect back on 2006.
Mr. Fab came through fucking Lake Berryessa in the Thiz bus.
Did he have a knife and a hood on?
What?
Did
It
he have a
wasn't
knife
me.
and a hood on?
It
I
was not me.
oh, I get what you're saying now.
Anytime I think of Lake Berryessa, that's the first place my mind's going.
Right?
What's up, Magnum? I thought we lost you, my boy. Yep,
You
just like that.
tried. You tried. I know you damn well tried, but I'm still here. I'm a little buzzed tonight, guys.
Yeah, I could hear it in your voice, brother.
I
Hey,
know. I'm not
I
trying to
seen
hide it.
I seen Manny pop up on the live earlier, and this dude was like
That
sitting
boy
like
said first one I ever seen troll dub is Cuddy Bro.
dog. I'll say I seen Manny's
That's
live
the
earlier. It
Cuddy
popped up,
Bro.
and he was like sitting on the side of somebody's house or some shit. He's not even downtown no more, or
Nah,
wherever the
that's
fuck he was at
uh,
before.
You can't even make it up to the downtown scene.
Yeah,
The
because
first
we
one I seen, Charles
bro.
Dev, study, bro. Oh, that's fucking crazy.
We called him Cuddle Bro, and he changed it to CUTTY.
Watch, hey, watch this dude be a serial killer, and on his deathbed, he's like, "Let Dubs know I was the one trolling him the whole time." Take his time that he knows the truth. I've been fucking with him for way too long.
That's hella funny, bro.
I had, I had, I had that album since I was like 15 years old, and that's why I knew all the lyrics.
That's funny.
He just fucking loved that album. Fucking
He did,
super in love
obviously.
with that.
It
Dude,
fucking meant something to him.
there was one dude, I was telling you, JJ, bro, like my songs used to literally be like his ringtone, bro. Like,
Hey, look.
Hey,
Hey, you know
that's
bro,
what's
where the
funny?
money's
if you
at.
looked at, if
That's where
I
the
opened
money's
up his
at.
phone to use his phone, bro, it said LA Dub on the top of the phone screen, dog. Like,
Hey,
that's how.
I'm not trying to hang out with anyone that has my fucking music as their ringtone. That's freaking me out. I'm
What's
telling
up,
you.
Zay? He came in as the original, the OG, the GOAT. He's back.
I don't know. It depends on. For me, it depends on which song of mine. If it's
Well,
like one that I know hella people fuck with, I wouldn't trip. I mean, I'd be like, okay, but like, can you like switch it up?
yeah,
I
I'm
was
talking
feeling
about
like,
like when I first started, but like I was playing some shows, and then someone's like, just has every single one of my songs as a different ringtone. It's
bro,
like
we were
you
doing
freaking
full
me
blown
out, bro.
town. Like, we were doing full blown concerts and shit, dog.
Hey, I might be able to figure out a way to get all my songs that I had before uploaded up on my YouTube. I'm gonna try that shit tomorrow and see what happens.
Hell yeah.
I'm
So we'll
with
see.
it.
Because I got
Speakerphone?
three of my own songs and one with my boy that I'm featured on. But either way, I got like four different songs that I'm on. So I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow and see what happens. I just
We
gotta
need to
charge up
do
my old
some.
phone.
We need to do some collaborations, even though we're far away. But that's fine. We can send each other shit.
We need mics, we need computers, bro. We need all kinds of shit that we don't got right now. So,
If you can send me like beats and your voice, fucking, I can
Okay.
do the rest.
bro, I've been trying to tell Dub since I met him, bro, to fuck with my boy Marty Millions. And you know what's
My,
funny? This is the first time I brought it up since like we actually started going live. I used to say it in the chat. My boy Marty Millions, he's the one that makes all my beats. You could literally tell him, "Hey, give me a beat with this Prince sample in there, or this Michael Jackson sample, but make it like gutter, but don't make it like too fucking gutter." Like, and he'll fucking send you like 3, 4 versions of it until you're like, "Yep, that's it right there." My
yeah. I
boy
totally
Marty, he
feel
gets
you.
down. I've known him since I was a youngster. He used to live 1 court away from me.
Well,
Yeah, he's
fucking
true.
send me some shit and we'll do some shit, and then Dubs will have to. They'll just be like, oh shit, I'm missing the bandwagon.
I guarantee you, Dubs would fuck with this dude's beats, especially if he told him what like he wanted him to make. Be like, hey, give me something that has a little bit of this and a little bit of that, bro. He'll fucking cook, bro. He'll be like, what the fuck? That sounds
Yeah.
I'll,
exactly like
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
I'll send you guys some stuff. How about that?
One of those
How
songs that
about
I have, bro, he made for Jay Stalin, and Jay Stalin didn't want it. Like, he literally sent it to him, and he was like, no, I ain't fucking with this one. And that's the one that I made called Rain. That's about my brother. It was supposed to be a Jay
mm,
Stalin beat, but he didn't want it.
well, let's keep that on the hush. I'm just kidding.
No, that's just what it is. It's the
No,
truth.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't want it, bro. Because when I heard that
No,
shit, I was like, well, this is the
I
one.
know. When you said it, that I thought of the whole process before I made the joke. I actually break shit down before I make my jokes.
Oh damn, you like literally go through it on that one. Huh?
I'm very calculated, surprisingly.
I'm fucking disappointed in the fucking viewers tonight.
I'm disappointed in the fucking second string 49ers right now. This is bullshit.
We need to
Hey,
see.
we didn't do very good at promoting. I know I didn't. I did it the last 15 minutes, but I was not happy with serial killer topic in general, to be honest. But that's me. That's me. I was a little standoffish on the whole topic. So, and I thought maybe we should have held it off for a few more episodes so we had a more of a crowd too.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I ain't tripping. If you build
Yeah,
it, they
yeah,
will come.
yeah. I mean, we're doing what we're doing, and it's coming out cool no matter what. Honestly,
No, bro. Look,
Hon-
you know what needs to happen, bro. Honestly, on some real shit, is one of us has to get like an interview with like a way bigger fucking page where their
oh,
viewers can fucking come and tune into us after watching the interview. So I'm thinking like Dubs, like if Dubs got a fucking interview with somebody that has like let's say like at least 12, 13, maybe 15,000 fucking viewers, and then just said, "Look, this is what we do. I got my boys here. We talk about hella shit on Saturday night, and tune in. I got music. My boys got music. Some of us are going through shit. I mean, we're all going through shit, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
we need some kind of stepping stool to like get us up to where when we go live, like we at least have 10 people as soon as we start. Not like
I
throughout the whole thing, but like as soon as we fucking start, at least 10 people
it,
are in this bitch.
I don't see how it won't not happen. Like I just barely like what this is the first episode I'm ever streaming live of us right now on mine. So like we'll see how much that does or doesn't do, you know? But
Look, I'll tell you what needs to happen. Just like how I found Dubs, just like how anybody else found Dubs. When you go into a live and you're scrolling and you're scrolling and you're scrolling, you scroll until you find somebody that you have something in common with, and you're like, oh shit. Like with Dubs, I saw 925, so I'm like, okay, Northern California. I was like, holy shit, this is somebody who's actually like fucking somewhat close to me, and that's how fucking me and him start fucking around. So
well
if we all
listen
go, listen, if we all go through and we find somebody who's got something popping, and we fuck with them like that, and they're like minded, then maybe we can get some kind of interview going, or we can get something popping to where we can tell everybody, especially their viewers, like what we're doing here and like how we're trying to expand this shit and let other people take the platform. It's not just about us four. We're trying to help other people get out there and say what they want to say. I
yeah,
think
you're
that
saying
I mean we
exactly
gotta
exactly
manipulate the system.
exactly what you're saying right now is like what I'm saying. Like I agree completely. Like people have to relate before they're gonna fucking engage. You know, I think, and so on my tip, like, uh, I'll be able to bring in comedy people real easily. Like but our whole thing isn't about comedy though. But it can introduce some comedy, but it's not necessarily all about comedy at
I mean,
all.
But see,
comedians.
So we,
that's my whole point. We would tell somebody this is like, bro, it's a broad spectrum. We're talking
right,
about everything from this to that to this to that. We also do music. We're also artists. We also, have a creative mind and we have our own way of thinking. But we also want to help people. Look at what I try to do with
yeah,
Gypsy. You know what I mean? Like we're all trying to fucking do something, to better other people's lives. It's not just about us. We're trying to build a network of support.
totally, totally. Yeah, so I'm gonna be working this week. I don't know, maybe Cooley if you want to hop in, or Mikey, or Dub, anyone. But I'm gonna try to get someone on where I can do a little bit of my comedy, kind of weird interview type thing during the week, and see if
Yeah.
we can't gain some kind of, you know, people that might want to join in on later episodes or something?
Sounds like damn, I'm getting
Oh,
fucking eaten up alive right now.
He said, totally grape nuts. They had it coming. They fucked over Wheaties. Lucky Charms knew he did it. So he snitched on Tricks. Tricks told Kicks. And Toto knew about all this. Serial killers.
serial killers.
What's up with my folks, man?
I'm
Hey, look,
saying
look
Count
what my boy
Dracula
just
has
screwed
been
into his man cave.
hiding.
Look at the newest addition of my boy's man cave.
Count Dracula's been hiding, and Captain Crunch been running around too.
So when you walk
I'm
into
trying
the
to
house, it's
find
like
this
fuck you,
fucker.
but it's see through. So when you walk out, he's flipping you off too.
Yeah.
Ah, sneaky, sneaky.
I'm trying to have some shit like this one day.
We will, bud. We're getting there. We're having fun while we're doing it.
What's
All
up,
right.
Dub? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm chilling.
Come on, let's. What you got to say, my boy?
I don't even know.
Bruh,
God
bruh.
damn to it. God damn to
Cat got my tongue.
it. Cat got
Tongue
your
down
wrist.
that cat.
Man, I got on the link last night and played guitar, y'all. Like,
You
I'm just
Wait,
sitting here
Hey,
what?
talking to
hey, go
Cat.
grab your guitar right now, bro. Hey, play us a jam.
I'm saying, I'll
Come
sing.
on, brother. Go grab the guitar. Let's hear something.
Oh, yeah.
He said, what the fuck?
Come on, go grab that shit.
You just want me to sing without the guitar?
My dad gave me
Singing a
one of the limits,
song
but I have no Wi-Fi.
all day long.
This is crazy.
There's an adapter, like you plug your phone like this, and the cord comes out, like it's like a USB, like
Mhm.
you know what I mean, phone, and then your phone will go through your fucking.
Well, I mean, I
Come
could
on,
do that
Sonny.
already with my hotspot, but it just
Take
drains
control,
my
someone.
fucking my
Not
data.
me.
And then within a month, I mean, within a week or two, I'm already like past my data, and for the next like 3 weeks, my phone is just fucking going slow as fuck. You know what I mean?
Dub, take control, Dub.
Huh?
What about Fire Stick? Oh, it's the Wi-Fi.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what y'all. We on off topic. If y'all done talking, with shit, I ain't even tripping.
I'm
I'll
done. I'm
throw some music.
done. For right now.
Yeah, I'll throw some music on and chill. I'll go on the regular.
Don't. Don't do that.
Huh?
Shit, can you
Don't
think
go
of
on the
anything to talk about?
regular.
Why? You get more views that way. We'll get them to come over and watch the podcast. What's up?
Well, do it with me then. If we're going on regular shit, I need views too.
What's up? It won't
I
give you
need
views.
views.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying,
fuck.
yeah, it won't give you views because it won't be on
Here's
your
about
page.
the trainer that
Just
maybe
post
wrote.
a link to your page.
Well, that's some
Might give you some.
bullshit.
up, bro?
What were you gonna
When?
say?
Recent.
I totally lost fucking my train of
If you're in
thought.
California?
Yeah.
My bad, man.
What's in San Diego?
Here watching you, like, what's going on with you? What's cracking?
Huh?
Marine World?
Looking
You're talking about in
Just
Vallejo?
mute Cooley.
I'm just chilling. We got super off topic, so
at
Damn.
we got so off topic. There ain't a topic
Hey,
no more.
I guess there was a dolphin
Mute.
trainer that just got killed
No,
recently.
Mute
A
Cooley.
orca whale trainer.
oh no,
The whale's
No
name is
one want to
Jessica.
hear Cooley. Mute his ass.
Oh, the trainer with Jessica. Yeah,
talking about the
I guess
trainer.
they ain't gonna name no fucking whale Jessica.
I was a
Well, there
trainer
you go.
for years, and the well turned on her in front of
Yeah.
the show.
Shit, I remember. Oh, have you ever seen that movie? Fuck, what is it called? It's like Blackfish or something. It's like a documentary on
Yeah.
the
The
orcas that
killer
are
whale.
confined. What is it called, Corey? I know you know.
It is
It's like
blackfish, I thought.
is Blackfish? Okay, yeah. And it's the
Yeah.
orcas that they've had in captivity for years, bro. When you take them from the ocean and you put them in this fucking tank, bro, they literally go suicidal. And what they do is they start banging their fucking heads on the fucking tank, bro, because they're just like, what the fuck is this shit? And they allow these people
Yeah.
to come and train them.
Yeah.
They throw them a bucket of sardines. They're like, okay, yeah, we're all good right now. But wait till I get pissed the fuck off one day randomly. I'm gonna fucking swallow you. And if I don't swallow you, I'm gonna grab you by your fucking ankles and your fucking legs, and I'm gonna drag you to the bottom of this pool and just chill here for a minute till I feel like letting you
Oh,
go. And your
they're
homies are gonna try
smart,
to come
man.
swim down here and save you, but they ain't gonna help you.
That's like that movie, documentary, Bloody Toast, for all the dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
They all trap them in this little cove, and they take what they want, and they kill the rest of them.
That's fucking nuts. I remember watching. There was a viral video, and I think it was in San Diego at Waterworld, and it was this bald-headed dude, and he was one of the trainers. And I remember his trick was basically like he'd float in the water, and the orca would come and like basically push him up by his feet and hold him up in the air, but then they just grabbed onto his feet and pulled him down, and he was just fucking drowning, dude. And fucking when he finally came up, he was almost dead, dude, but they saved him because the fucker finally let go of him. But yeah, that shit's fucking nuts.
You want to know something else
Is
that's
that a
nuts?
fucking touchdown? Jesus
Right here.
fucking Christ.
This is it. That's
Did
I
it
you
right there.
know at any given moment there's at least 10 to 15 serial killers in any given state?
That was like AI, like a motherfucker.
No, it's real. It's on the news and shit, bro.
Thank
Swear to God.
you, Mikey.
Where did that blood come from?
The whale's fucking biting her and getting her, dude. She's already getting attacked. She's trying to get away from it. This whole time she was trying to get away from it.
I
That's
don't
crazy.
know. I don't know. It's hard with AI. It's so hard to take anything fucking seriously anymore. On the break, but it could say breaking news, but is it on like if it was like on an established news network, like if let's say it was like KCRA 3 or fucking Fox 40.
What? What are you pointing at?
Yeah, but there's hella videos that say breaking news at the top, but it's
I
like a fake ass video.
so
Like I'm
I
sure,
got a
like it
couple
really
things I
happened,
gotta
but I
handle
think the
real quick.
video was like exaggerated as fuck.
Okay. I got a couple things I gotta handle real quick, take care of, because we got some shit we got going on in the morning. But I'm definitely gonna hop back on the live stream in a minute just to mess with my folks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to the people that came tonight, checked out the podcast, man. We enjoy every one of you being here. We enjoy your comments, bro. Tune in for next week's episode. Tune in during the week. We're gonna go over topic ideas and we're gonna go over topic fucking situations for next week's episode. As always, man. Hi, baby. As always, man. This is LA Double. We signing out. Thank you to my co-host and holla at your boy.